Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nini Syaheera Binti Jasni. I will present low salinity water flooding investigation of using different type of radioactive tracer in a vertical SANDPACK configuration. So my student ID is 2019934347, program EH750. Admin Supervisor is Dr. Amizon Azizan and Co-Supervisor is Dr. Zainal and Dr. Noraishah Othman. For the introduction, the primary method of oil recovery only recovers 12 to 50% of the original oil in the place by Sand et al. 2018. And then we are using secondary recovery method takes over the primary method to increase the oil production. As in for the fluid, we are using formation water and brine, low salinity water. Oil, we are using kerosene. Sand, we are using sandstone, and tracer gallium-68 and technetium. So for the introduction, water flooding, which is primary recovery method, secondary recovery method, and tertiary recovery method. So, and then low salinity water flooding, which is low salinity water improve the higher oil recovery compared to injection with high salinity water. And then for the next is tracer, the overall water oil injection pattern with WRTD model characterize the inaccessible rock formation, which is by using gallium-68 and technetium 99M. So for the next is problem statement, which is the physical simulation, which is using vertical SANDPACK is very limited than horizontal simulation. And then primary method and tertiary method, which is primary method is low oil recovery success and tertiary method is expensive method. Lack of two characterization, which is lack of two characterization to see the pattern of water flow by using radio tracer. For the scope of study, there is two types of scope, which is by using objective 1 to study of recovery performance with water flooding method by using analyze material in sandstone and emission scanning, field emission scanning electron microscope, and by preparation of brine and also sweep efficiency. For the objective 2 to study the pressure of tracer in water flooding by injection of gallium-68 and injection of technetium tracer. So for the literary review, we are cover type recovery method, which is primary recovery method. Primary recovery method is very less recovery or recovery, and the second recovery method much higher from the recovery method, but it's very simple and easy to simulate. For the tertiary recovery method, is very expensive, expensive by using chemical. For next, we have formation water, the salt mix using compost, which is affected to the oil recovery, and water flooding, which is this is a simple and reliable economical technique of recovery. That's why we are using secondary recovery method. And then we are cover affect low salinity, which is pH and waterability and salinity. When during the low salinity water, which is less salt, much higher the oil recovery. So the type of tracer, there are three types of tracer, which is water, gas and steam, which is three types of tracer which is soluble to the water, process, and also gas, soluble into the gas tracer, and also steam also soluble to the steam tracer. So there is a methodology of objective 1. First, we analyze the mineral in sandstone. So we are seeing that its component carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, aluminium, silicon, chlorine, and ferrum. And then by using the PSAM, and this is the characterization of the rocks. And then we are preparation of two type preparation of brine, we see formation water and sodium chloride. And brine and formation water was prepared at room temperature. And for the sweep efficiency, then after that we are filling the sandstone in sand column to 32 cm line and PVC column by injection of variation to 200 part per million, 300 part per million, and 500 part per million, and 5000 part per million. So for the methodology of objective 2, so injection of gallium-68 tracer, this is tracer. This is a tracer that we are injection, and also the physical simulation of the injection of tracer. Flow of process. So first we are set up the SANDPACK. And then fill the clean column the sandstone from Batai Bagalalang, Sepang, Selangor. Okay, this is the dimension, length 32 cm, diameter, drainage area and thickness. So this is how we are simulation, and then we are formation water flooding into the column, and then we are calculate the porosity. So then we are oil injection in the column, then we water flood the sodium chloride brine, and then the residual oil collection and data was recorded. Then by using tracer for the volumetric sweep efficiency. So this is the vertical SANDPACK of physical arrangement. Okay, this is how the arrangement of tracer injection. So first, we injection the tracer, gallium 68 and technetium. And then for the second one, we injection the brine through the SANDPACK column, and it will flow through the here, and then the detector will detecting, and then this is 3, the flow of brine, and then it will effluent of kerosene over here. So detecting will be going through the data acquisition system, and then they're receiving the laptop data through here. So this is a formula that we are using: oil recovery, drainage porous volume, sweep efficiency analysis, RTD model, and sum of square, SSE, how we are calculate sum of square for the RTD model. So for the result, objective 1, oil recovery efficiency. So the recovery over here, we can see the sodium chloride salinity of 200 ppm show the highest recovery as compared to 5,000 ppm. This is 5,000. The vertical convection need to counter the gravitational force instead of horizontal position and show the massive difference between all research with the same salinity. The yield higher percent oil recovery at the total average is 61.02% oil recovery. So from the volumes efficiency versus salinity, so you can see the difference in sweep efficiency value could be due to the downward gravitational force. So we can see that from the 200 part per million drainage of salinity. So you can see even though that you are using the gallium 68 3.5 flow rates formation, you can see the theoretical oil of the technetium over here 198, and the activity ratio is 120 and 90. So retention time distribution, gallium 68, the result is a bit puzzling and is suitable for sand tracking, not for liquid tracking and monitoring. For the technetium was best described for the perfect mixture in the ST model. The residue technetium is a liquid tracing. This model indicate the presence of two zones inside the SANDPACK, which are primary zone and dead zone respectively. So you can see this is the perfect RTD model. So the gallium 68 is suitable for sand tracking and not for liquid tracking and monitoring for the result. But using the tracer, there is no signal of or radiation was found in the column. So the tracer gallium 68 was absorbed in sand particle, and the result is a bit of puzzling than the modification of the existence of gallium 68, which was best chelated with dota. For technetium, the channel is detected during the chemical. This may be due to the preparation of the SANDPACK. The set is not well packed and introduced several channels that disperse to the brine target tracer during the water flooding. So this is a perfect mixture in the parallel model. As a result, so gallium 68% recovery is 66.7 and technetium 62.1, still the same. For the RTD model, there is no model we can detect because of the sand tracking. And then for the technetium, this is liquid tracking, so perfect mixture in parallel model, and the sum of the error is 1.39 times 10⁻⁹. As a conclusions, so sodium chloride salinity of 200 ppm shows the highest recovery as compared to 500 ppm part per million with lowest oil recovery. Different arrangement provide different yield oil discovery. So horizontal arrangement of SANDPACK column produce better yield of all and the utilizations, because there is no gravitational gravitation force. For the RTD model, can provide the excellent explanation why the recovery of oil is not optimized during the water flooding activities. And then for the gallium 68, it's not suitable in liquid. Independently is a sand tracer. So the technique is easy preparation as it's also well blend liquid form and the SAC is much lower than gallium 68. So for the Gantt chart, so this is the progress report for the test writing is almost done. And so there's a problem due to the submission of research paper, but inshallah it will be around September it's done. For the interim progress, so this is the progress report that I have been done, and also for the assignment is 100%. For the research paper, since that is still need to wait for the for the reviewer, it's already submit but wait for the second reviewer. And then for the thesis, still in progress to see the to update the thesis. Okay, for the planning, so status publication, low salinity water flooding investigation using radioactive tracer in different SANDPACK configuration are still in progress, waiting for second reviewer. For the resident time distribution RTD model of water flooding in vertical sand column using technique as radio tracer, I am the second writer. And for the investigation of water flooding activity in vertical sand column using gallium 68 as radio tracer, I'm also the second writer and already been published. For planning next semester is planning compile thesis and also publish article. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is our team member that have success for the process of the research. Thank you so much.